Y'all, I'm back with another video. Hey, sorry my voice cracking. I'm back with another video. It's literally 7 a.m. and I got all that energy. Somebody need to help me. But y'all, let me tell y'all how God blessed me with this car. Like, I just have to give y'all the full rundown, the full testimony, like the full whole shebang. Shebang, shabba, shaboom. Hey, shebang, shabba, shaboom. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm just happy. Okay, so basically, let me go down from, like, where it all began. I'm going to go through the whole thing. This might be a long testimony, but bear with me. If you looking for a car, looking for God to bless you with a car, or, like... you feel like you relate to me, like your testimony relate to me, just keep listening, you feel me? I'm gonna tell what happened with me. Wait, let me turn my car off. Cause baby, for sure. Okay, so y'all, so I was always the person that always walked and Ubered, and I felt like getting a car would be too expensive for me, right? Like, I wasn't gonna be able to afford it and manage it and be able to like handle my other like self-care and bills, right? So I just took the easy way out. I was Ubering, walking, letting people give me rides, and managing my money like that. And even though I was Ubering, y'all, and I get into this a little bit later in the story, but even though I was Ubering, you guys, Uber was still expensive. I was still spending the same amount as a car payment on Uber every month. So it's like, people kept telling me, you might as well get a car, but I was thinking about, like, oh, if this happened, if that happened, I'm not going to be able to get it fixed, this and that, just making up excuses, right? So let me tell you my testimony. First of all, before I get started, I want to say thank you to the Most High God, Jesus Christ. I love him so much for giving me this car. This is not my dream car, because a lot of people would be thinking, oh, nope, this is not my dream car. This is a car that I felt like I actually needed in order to learn how to drive and all those things, like the features and stuff that they have. I feel like I needed that as a first-time driver. And yes, this is my first time driving and my first time getting a car. Thank God. I love him so much. Okay, so let me get into it. So it started when I graduated. Y'all, sorry if my lips are a little dusty. I just woke up. Like, bear with me, please. But it started when I was 18, right? Probably 17 or 18, 2022. God bless the dead. My uncle Urian, long live you money. He was like, oh, just learn how to drive. Like, when I did my signing ceremony where I signed off to go to college and all that. Signing day. He took a picture with me and he posted it on his Instagram and was like, when you learn how to drive, I'm gonna get you a car. You know, like, and he had big money, y'all. So it wasn't like no little money. He was going to pay off the car and pay for the car, all that. I just had to learn how to drive. I was always nervous because I've been in like 3 bad car accidents. So I always just was thinking like, you know, it was going to happen to me. Like, oh, if I get a car, that's like what's going to happen to me. So I always refrained from like learning how to drive and like allowing people to let me drive. Not allowing people allowing me to let y'all people allowing me to drive their cars, what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that was my like little stumbling block. So yeah, he was like, you learn how to drive, I'm gonna get you a car. And then boom, I never learned how to drive that whole 2022. Then after that, some years went by. He passed away in like 2024. I love him so much. I miss him. My mom, she was like, oh, I'm gonna buy you a car. And I graduated college last year, you guys, around April 2025. I graduated college with my AA degree. And yeah, she was like, oh, I'm gonna surprise, not surprise you, but she was telling me like, I'm gonna get you a car, or she was gonna give me like money towards the car, like a lot of money down for the car. And yeah, I still ain't know how to drive. So I didn't have no permit. I didn't have no license. All this going on, I didn't have no permit, no license, you guys. My uncle, when he asked me, I didn't have no permit, no license. Didn't know how to drive. So they telling me this, and I don't know how to drive. I don't have a permit. I don't have a license, right? So it's 2025 or 2024, whatever. It's 2024. My mom telling me, I'm gonna get you a car. Just she telling me the same thing. Get your permit, get your license, learn how to drive, and I'm gonna get you the car. Like, you don't have to worry about that, right? All this time, God been trying to bless me, and I've been delaying my own blessing by being afraid. That's why, let me just speak to y'all. That's why you cannot allow fear to control you, y'all, because I would have been had a car paid off by now. Literally, I've been had a car paid off by now if I would have just listened to both of them. Now, let me keep going. That's why I don't have fear. If you feel like God is telling you to do something, make sure you do it and you obey quickly, because disobedience is also delayed obedience. So make sure if God nudging you and urging you to do something, you act on it quickly, y'all. Because if I would have been listening to the Lord, I would have been had a paid off car, a car I wanted, maybe my dream car, because they got money. Me, I'm like, but the people that was offering to pay for me, they had the money they said they was gonna give me. So if I would have just listened the first 2-3, well, I'm gonna get to all the other times, but them first 2 times, I would have been had a paid off car, y'all. No car note. Probably didn't even have to pay for gas. It just would have been handed to me. So then, boom, y'all. 2025 come, I still don't learn how to drive. Like, all these years going by, I did not even try to drive. Never tried to drive. Never got my license. Never got my permit. None of that, right? So 2025, and I'm like, everybody telling me everything about cars. Everybody telling me, my pastor telling me, everybody telling me car. So back in 2024, I'm gonna just go back a year. God blessed me with, like, I think $12,000, y'all. He led me to get a car, but I didn't have the right counsel, and I did not go to the right counsel at the time, and I missed my blessing. 2024, I missed my blessing again. This is the third time God tried to bless me with a car. I didn't miss the blessing. He gave me $12,000. My money, didn't have to do nothing. It was my money, literally, in my bank account, sitting in my bank account. Literally, my money at 19 years old. It was my money, y'all. Nobody else's money. Mine. All to myself. He led me to get a car. I did not get the car, y'all. He led me to get a car. I did not get the car. Instead, I splurged the money. Lord, I repent right now. I repent, Jesus, for doing that. And y'all, let me tell y'all young people something. Because God blesses everyone. When he bless you with a lump sum of money, your first time getting a lump sum of money or anything good, do not mess it up. It's so important that you don't mess it up, y'all, because I messed up my money. Like, I was giving my money away freely. Not that I don't regret giving my money away freely. Like, I gave it away to people I love, but like me splurging it on food and like going places, taking trips, getting my hair done 2-3 times, every 2 weeks, stuff like that. Like, just showing out, that it was not necessary, y'all. Like, please don't do that. Please put your priorities first. Like, why was I doing all that? And I didn't even have a car. I didn't know how to drive. I didn't have a license or a permit. And I was over there acting like I'm just living my best life. Anyway, y'all. So that was the third time God tried to bless me with a car. I ignored all the signs. Did not even try. Then it's 2026. And I've just seen blessings after blessings after blessings. So the reason why I have a car now, the reason why I actually listen this time to the Lord, y'all, that's why it's so important that you listen to the Lord. Because if I would listen, y'all, this is important. If I would have listened to the Lord back in 2022, I would have had a paid off car right now. A car that I wanted. It was most likely going to be luxury. A car that I wanted, paid off car. No car note. Everything would have been good. If I would listen to him in 2024, when my mom tried to give me money towards the car, all I had to do was learn how to drive, get my permit, get my license, I would have had a paid off car right now. Or not even paid off car. Maybe, depending on what car I had, it would have been almost paid off right now. Then, if I would listen to him when he gave me that money, y'all, them $12,000, it would have been the same thing. It would have been almost paid off, either this year or in the coming year. So it's imperative that you listen to the Holy Spirit, to the Lord, y'all. Because if I would have listened to those 3 nudges, those 3 acts of obedience, I would have been really, really blessed right now with like a lower car payment. Sorry, y'all. My car payment is not super high, but I would have loved to have a lower car payment, and then the car would have been in somebody else's name. Like, it just would have been lovely, y'all. But I thank God I was able to get a car this year. Like, ooh, I feel so relieved. So that's the testimony. That's how I started off. God trying to bless me those times, and I ignored it because of my fear, like me not trusting Him fully. Always trust the Lord fully. Always have faith. Like, always put your faith to the test. So, boom. After that, I went through so much, y'all, to get to this point. Like, I literally, throughout all that stuff I just told y'all, 2022 to 2026, I've been Ubering, walking, and catching rides. And some days I didn't even have money to Uber. I had to stay home from school. Like, literally had to stay home from school. Some days I had to walk, like, Uber some way and then walk the rest of the way. Sometimes I had to, like, literally pray for God to nudge somebody to want to, like, take me somewhere or pick me up from somewhere, and then they'll call and be like, hey, like, do you need me to pick you up from school or something like that? And I won't have to ask them. Like, it just was stuff like that. Like, it would be times, like, I would be at work, and I used to work really far, like 30 minutes away from my house, right? And I would have to Uber every week, you guys, every day, not every day, but every week to that place. And it used to cost me $100 in Uber. Literally, I was literally making only, like, what, the most $300 a week, and I was spending $100 in Uber. And I don't know where the other $200 was going, but I was drowning, literally drowning, y'all. I remember one time I got off for work, and I didn't even have enough money to get back home. Mind you, the job was 30 minutes away. Didn't even have enough money to get back home, y'all. You know what I had to do? I walked a little bit, like 5 minutes from my job, and the Uber price still was too high because I'm 30 minutes away, right? So I'm praying. Like, I used to have to pray when I was in Uber, like, Lord, please let the price go down. Like, just some cents or just like $1, you know? And then once it went down, we have to keep refreshing the app, keep refreshing, keep logging out and logging back in. And then once I see the price go down, even like some cents, and that be like exactly what I got on my bank account, I would literally just take it. Like, what can you do? I would take it. Then, like, I used to, like, y'all don't understand. Like, I'm so grateful to have a car right now. Like, God is so good, y'all. I done been through some stuff. Like, this gonna be testimony part 1 because I have to go in a few minutes. But yeah, it's like I went through a lot. I've literally had to walk to work and from work because I've, in the span of those 2022 to 2026, I've had like let me see, 1, 2. I had 4 jobs. So the first job I used to have to Uber, and that was $100 a week. Then the second job was with my auntie. She used to take me and bring me. We used to work together. Thank God for that. And then the third job, y'all, it was 15 minutes away from my house. I used to have to Uber. And mind you, that job was really bad. Well, Lord, I thank you for the job. But the pay, I used to get paid, y'all, like $300 to $400 every 2 weeks. Like, and I had to stay not consistent. I had to stay persistent with that. Like, I literally had to stay persistent with that, y'all, because I knew that God had greater for me. And I was getting paid really low. Like, the hourly rate was super low. It was super low. But I had to stay faithful with that. I stayed faithful with that for like 3 months. 3-4 months. And then once God nudged me to move, I quit. Well, I didn't quit. But I moved on, and then he blessed me with another job like a month or 2 later, and it's higher pay, and it was like 3 minutes away from my house. Like, he was just ordering my steps. Like, he's still ordering my steps. So yeah, like, this is the first testimony video of like the surface of what happened with like me with a car. But for me to go deeper, I'll have to do another video, guys. But yes, like, so let me tell you what happened recently. So a week ago, matter of fact, last week, or like, I'm gonna say like a month ago, my mom was like, well, it ain't even about my mom. I'm gonna go into that later. But starting in December, right, y'all? Let me tell you this story. So starting in December, I went to look around, like, just, you know how you get out the house to go look around, to get out the house and just clear your head. So I went to go clear my head. I'm recording. I'm like, I need footage. So I'm recording, and I see Tesla's showroom. I'm like, okay, let me just go in here and look. Like, I don't have a car. I've never had a car. Like, I don't know the feeling of having a car. Let me just, like, go look, just in case. Like, I was just saying, let me just go look. Like, it won't hurt me to go look for, like, not for a car, but at a car. You know, just to know if I get any car, what the payment would be roughly. So I went in there, y'all. You can go watch the video. I went in there, y'all. That man was like, oh, $500 a month. And then the insurance would be like $400 a month. This and that. And I'm like, oof. When he was saying that at the time, I'm like, do I really want to pay that? Like, that don't sound bad for a luxury car, but do I really want to pay that? That's what I was saying. Like, do I really want to pay that? And I was like, I don't think I'm ready for that. So, boom. He was like, when are you trying to buy it? I'm like, February. So, a couple days go past, y'all. And at this time, y'all, I didn't have a job. So, it's like, why am I looking at cars? I don't have a job. That's how good God is. God is so good, y'all. You don't have to understand the plan to trust him. You almost never go understand it. You just have to trust him and go with what he's telling you to do. Like 9 times out of 10, if God is telling you to do something, you're never going to understand it. Like, it's never going to be understandable because his thoughts are not our thoughts. His ways are not our ways. So, yeah, y'all, I'm looking at cars. So then I go to an interview because I was looking for jobs at the time. Like, literally looking for jobs because I knew that God had better for me. So I have tried to find a job that had, like, really high pay. Like, the pay was high, and I'm like, whoa, I don't know if I can handle this job. But I applied, and I was asking them, like, because I'm in college, I'm like, are y'all flexible? And they told me, they was like, no, you have to be here when we want you to be here and all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, Lord, I know it's not a job for me. And I ended up getting denied from that job, but I knew it wasn't for me just from the way they was talking, because I know what I be asking God for. Like, I was very specific with what I wanted. I'm gonna get into that later too, but yeah, it was like, it's not flexible, this and that. So boom, I I walked from the job to the mall, right? And when I get to the mall, I see Tesla showroom again. And I'm like, let me just go look. You know, like, I literally said that. So let me go look. Like, I'm trying to get a car soon. I know I can't keep pushing it away. I'm like, let me go look, right? So boom, I go in there. I'm like, can I look? They like, yeah. And I'm looking, I'm like, I got in it. I said, this car fit me. Y'all said that. I said, this car fits me so perfectly. Like, well, y'all can see the video. I'm not lying about it. But yeah, I was like, this car fits me so perfect. Like, what? So then I'm like, dang. I was sitting there thinking, like, he just said, oh, 500 for... Like, I'm sitting there adding up the math. I'm like, I don't have a job right now. Like, I can't do it. So, boom. Fast forward like 2 or 3 weeks later, I went to a dealership to look at a Tesla. Mind you, y'all, this is God ordering my stuff. I didn't even know. I didn't have a job. I didn't have no income, nothing. Well, I had money in my account. I did. I had enough for a down payment, but that was it. I didn't have, like, I only had, like, I think 1,000 in my account. I think. No. Like, probably 1,500, but yeah, that's all I had in my account at the time. And I was living off of that because I didn't have no other income. So I'm like, okay. I go to the dealership and I'm still looking at the car. I'm looking at the same car, Tesla Model 3. But all these were different years. Like, when I went to the showrooms, they were 2026. When I went to the dealership, it went down to 2023. So I'm like, I don't need a 2026. Like, girl, please, we're not doing that. So boom, I get there and I'm like, dang, I like this car. And I was finna get the car, y'all, right? Like, I didn't have no license, no permit, still did not know how to drive. And I was sitting there filling out papers, trying to get the car right. And then a voice came in my head, and I'm like, this not right. Like, why am I trying to get a car and I don't know how to drive, don't have a license, don't have a permit? So I left. I Ubered there. To Uber there, it was $30. To Uber back, it was $30, right? Wasted money. So, boom. Or not 30 there. I think it was like 2020. So I spent like $40 that day for nothing. So then, boom, I go back another time. Still don't know how to drive. Still don't have my permit. Still don't have my... That was last Monday. I went back last Monday. Still don't have no permit, no license. Don't know how to drive like that. So I get there, and I said, Lord, if it's not your will for me to get this car this day, like, block it. So I get there. The man like, oh, I'm sorry, like, we can't do it if you don't have your license. And I'm like, geez, that's crazy, because the other man, he was all for it. Like, he was about to do it for me. You feel me? Like, that's what I'm saying in my head. So I'm like, okay, that's probably God's will. So I went out to eat. Like, I treated myself to breakfast that day, and just took, like, I just was like, okay, let me go get my stuff together. So then my second mom, she was like, okay, like, don't stress about it, just go to the DMV, because I had a DMV appointment at like April 29th, y'all. Today is April 21st. I was gonna wait all the way until April 29th to get my permit. So she was like, just go to the DMV, like, go do a walk-in. So I'm like, they don't take walk-in. She like, yes, they do. So I listen to her, I obey her. I get up 6 a.m., get there about 7 something. They take walk-ins. I'm like, thank God. So then, boom, I'm in line, and I get to the window, and they like, oh, like, take your picture for your permit. So I'm getting there, I'm taking a picture, I'm doing the eye test, I get my permit. That's simple. I didn't even have to take the test because I took it in high school. So I didn't have to take the knowledge test. So that act of obedience, y'all, like, if I would have disobeyed my second mom, I would have literally been in a rut right now, like, literally. So boom, the same day I did the driving test, but y'all, I don't know how to drive. Literally. Never practiced none of that. So, well, I practiced before, but that was like years ago. But it's been years since I've touched the steering wheel, like, basically. So, boom, I get in the car. My mom, I'm like, oh, first it was like, they was like, oh, you need your own car, and they have to have registration, insurance, this and that. So I called my mom. She like, oh, I might not make it. So I'm getting discouraged. I'm crying, y'all. I cried for like 30 minutes. Then she like, okay, I can make it if they push the appointment back. They was like, oh, you can wait. They pushed the appointment back. She came. I used her car, and I could not drive it. It was too big for me. It was an SUV. The lady failed me. I got an automatic fail, y'all. So I'm like, Lord, you know what? I'm not gonna let this stop me. So I was discouraged that whole day. I even called off of work. That's how discouraged I was. Then 2 days later, no, that same day, my second mom took me to go practice and stuff, and I felt confident after that, because she was like encouraging me, and like, I did pretty good. And then after that, I'm like, okay, Lord, I got it. So after that, I went to retake the test. And after I went to retake the test, I had did like a little driving lesson before that, like with a man. It was like a 20-minute driving lesson before. And then I used a smaller car. And y'all, when I say the test went so well, God is so good. Like, when he's ordering your steps, y'all, he literally will order them. Like, you don't have to do nothing but be obedient and have faith. Like, he will do everything else, y'all. So boom, we get there, and she like, I'm driving and stuff. It took like 15 minutes. She like, come on, you passed. And I was like, Lord, no way. She like, you passed. So I went in there, took my picture, and it was done. I did have to pay $56 plus 22 plus 6, like $80 for this whole process, for the permit and the license, and me failing once. But God is good. He ordered that stuff, and that was within a week. Now I have a car a week later. Literally, he did this in 7 days. 7 is the day. I meant 7 is the number of completion, y'all. So yeah, he did it in 7 days, y'all. You remember he made the earth. Remember when he made the earth, y'all? But yeah, he did that in 7 days, and I got to the dealership. And it was stumbling blocks. Like, it was a person trying to buy it, this same car that I wanted. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Lord, I know you did not bring me this far to leave me. That's what I kept saying. I'm like, I know you did not bring me this far to leave me, and they get in the car that I want, that I've been trying to get. That's what I was saying. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want the other ones, this and that. So then they ended up leaving. And I'm like, yes. But that's the process of how God blessed me with this car, part 1. But it's a deeper, it'll be a deeper video on this. But yes, like, he had me, y'all. He literally had me go to the store and make a bow. Literally make a bow, it was like a DIY bow. You should go look at my other thumbnails and you'll see it. But he just led me through this whole process. It was a smooth process. It had a little stumbling block because you know the devil, the enemy, always try to stop stuff, delay stuff, stagnate stuff, hinder stuff. But I got through it. And yes, that's the testimony of how God blessed me with a car. I love him so much, and I just pray that you guys will have faith and obedience in the Lord. Like, it's like impossible. It's super impossible to please him without faith, and it's super impossible to serve him without faith and obedience. Like, you have to have those two things for sure. Yes, you have to pray. Yes, you have to get in your word. Yes, you have to go to church and all these other things. But you have to have faith and obedience, because God is not a man that he should lie, neither the son of man that he should repent. So, yeah, y'all. But make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back with more videos. I love y'all so much, and I'll talk to y'all later.